Yeah, y'all. Y'all know where I'm going right now for our hip-hop historical site. Coming out the subway, I had to take the subway on y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna walk down here. As you can look up right there, we right in South Philly, Broad and Snyder, Southern, right there, Southern High School. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to know why we here right now. You know. We up in this joint. Yeah, South Philly High. Yup. South Philly High. Why we right here now? Because we still ain't finished with our Tuff Crew segment. Our Tuff Crew segment, the reason we at South Philly High is because no other than one of the members, which is Monty G. Y'all know Monty G on my part of town at the end, which is a major part, even though he's not rhyming, but he's so rhythmatic when he's saying, yeah, y'all, Monty G, you know, he's shouting out all his homies, he's shouting out everybody, and he lets you know who he is, Monty G. That's probably the most memorable part of the song as well. Even though he's not lyrically on that joint, but Monty G was such a hype man for Tuff Crew. He became a major staple in the game just from that. Now, don't get it twisted. Monty G, first of all, let me stick to one thought. Don't get it twisted. What I mean by that is, Monty G was an MC. He was a rapper. He is. A lot of y'all know Monty G from being, you know, like how Gilly is with the Eagles. He was actually, to be honest with you, no disrespect to Gilly, but he was doing it way before Gilly. I'm talking way before Gilly. But a lot of y'all know him for that. Y'all know him for being a Philly fanatic. Y'all know him in Philly for doing that. But Monty G is really known as a hip hop MC and a hip hop hype man, a part of the group Tuff Crew. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, he ain't really part of the Tuff Crew. He is. He's a major member of the Tuff Crew, because at the tail end of that song, he's saying, he's dropping knowledge on the Tuff Crew in my part of town. And you need a hype man. He's no different than the way Flavor Flav was when he's for Chuck D and the Public Enemy. It's the same thing. He brought a lot to the game. He was the hype man. He was the one go up on stage and get everybody hype and this and that. Why can he do that? Because he's an MC. He's also a beatboxer. He's a hype man. So when y'all see him, y'all know him for the Eagles, but he was the guy that got hired in a lot of these commercials in Philly to do Philly, commercials. Radio drops. He worked with Power 99. Now he did a lot of stuff. He was on Dr. Oz. You see him on Dr. Oz talking about him as a member of the Tuff Crew band. So Monty G is more than just the fanatic in the Eagles. Y'all know him for that, but he a hip hop dude, and he went right here to South Philly High. That's why we here. This is also a historical hip hop ground. This brother spent his whole high school time here. Now, he might tell me something different, I don't know. He'll probably get on this and he'll see it and he'll boom. But Monty G is actually one of my homies. So he's somebody I got with, him and Tony Mitch. When y'all hear Tuff Crew on there and y'all hear, they say Godfather Mitch got things all hemmed up. They talking about their manager. Their manager, which was Tony Mitchell, was a major staple in the game. And we gonna go to his joint and what? West Philly on Girard, not too far from the Capitol, where he had the Soul Def Records. Before Jermaine Dupri even had it, Tony Mitchell had Soul Def Records, SOODEF, and that's how he spelled it. We right here at Broad and Snyder, like I said. I know you. Why do I know you? I don't know you? Yo, you like some girl I went to school with. You like this girl named Monica. Yeah. I really thought that's why you was like, yo, let me see what he doing. Oh, dang, she looked just like Monica. Yo, because I went to box, so that's why I'm like, I'm tripping right now. Anyway, I thought that was one of the high school partners. Anyway, we right here at Broad and Snyder, right? So Monty G went to South Philly High, right? But also a thing that y'all gotta know about Monty G, he also did a lot of, we can walk over here. He did a lot of, just so they can get by. He did a lot of commercials, right? And one of the joint was I Get Hungry. He did it to 50 Cent joint. He did it to 50 Cent beat and stuff like that. And he did that right at the 444 building in Controlled Tracks. So that's what you gotta know about Monty G. You know what I'm saying? So just pan the area. You know what I'm saying? You pan the area. Let's turn around this way. Look up there. Boom. They go to 70, the 29, the 79, going to 29th and Snyder, you know what I'm saying? That's up that way. And again, he could have stood here waiting for the bus to go back because he up that way. So he could have stood here to take the bus back up to his house after he got out. But Controlled Tracks, when he did that cut, what was it? The hungry joint that he did. I Get Hungry. You know what I'm saying? So Monty G, hold up. So yeah, so Monty G, this is part of his starting ground. This is part of his history. You know what I'm saying?
The song that he had on the Tuff Crew, I think it was Tuff Crew second or third. I think they only had 2 albums.
Yeah, they had like 2 albums.
So to the south, to the east, to the west. Basically, it was a sample from Swing.
Yeah, the sample. Yup.
And that was one of my favorite joints that they had on that album.
Yeah, and my man just talking about one of Monty G's songs that he had on that. The second or third album.
Big the boy with the mountains real. So Monty G keep one for me.
Monty G, I'm from the south side, the S-O-U-T-H, so like why? You're wondering, mumbling, the petty chit-chat, get back to back, you ain't all that. Face down on the map, yes, down on the map of rap, so what up? Well, this is Monty G,
album,
the way.
but
my brothers,
that's,
Don't quote us on that one, we're not sure, but we believe it was at least 2 albums.
It was 2 albums, about 2 albums. I think Tony Mitchell put out a third one, but I gotta talk to Tony Mitchell about that. Yeah, he put out a third one, but Monty G is an MC. Just let's establish that first. Monty G is an MC.
As a mountain from the south, I climb to the tip top of a mountain rhyme. Permanent press, cool down, you won't find no one next. I'm going solo, I flex. So what's the meaning to this?
MC.
Riddle me this. It's
So
easy, but
he
why
got
so
on the
this
tail
and
end
this
because he got down with Tuff Crew when they was already getting things popping. So Tony Mitchell wanted to get him on the record, and he got him on one of the most popular records, which was My Part of Town, which is probably the most important record, which was Monty G, and it was My Part of Town, which was probably the most important hip hop record that he could have got on, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, again, it's a classic till this day, like My Part of Town, yep. And that's the beauty. And the beauty of that too, just to say, they was from Tone Love, they was from North Philly. Too Tough, I think, was from, he was more to Kensington, I think. And Tone was from North Philly, and Monty G, South Philly. So different locations of different rappers were from those different locations. Well, let's take a walk down the street real quick so you know this is part of hip hop grounds right here. You know what I'm saying? Monty G walked down these streets so many times, you know what I'm saying? A hip hop MC, and he was a young boy at the time he came out, you know what I'm saying? So now you see, let's just look, let's go over here and look. You see that's Broad and Snyder, right? This is Broad Street. Down there is right where the Lincoln Center is. So Monty G now as a Eagles fanatic, and he big up people to go check out the Eagles. You see him on TV all the time. He's only going right down there. So he's going right down there on Broad Street. We're in South Philly. Y'all think South Philly is about Rocky. No, South Philly is about Beanie Siegel, what's the boy, Robbie B, Jazzy J, DJ Jazzy J. I mean, not DJ Jazzy J, DJ Jazzy J, Beanie Siegel. And now we got Monty G, one of our iconic hip-hop Philly dudes, went to this school right here, South Philly High. You know what I'm saying? So when you come here, take a picture here in your B-boy stands. See if you can get with Monty G and say, Monty G, we want to go stand in front of your school in South Philly High. Because he even say that. Don't he say that on the My Part of Town joint? He say South Philly High. This is the school he's talking about. So understand your Philly hip-hop. Know what it is. This right here, again, when you walk on these streets right here, you're walking on real hip-hop grounds, bro. Right here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep saying that because y'all gonna come to South Philly and you're gonna go see the Rocky statue. No, we need to put a Monty G statue right here. Like, we should try to, so right now we don't have a Monty G statue, but you can come here, stand right here, like that, and you just scream out Monty G, right? So people don't even realize they're walking on hip-hop grounds. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have. This is a hip-hop ground that everybody walking on. Look, these people walking down the street, they don't even know how important this ground right is. He walking by, he probably don't know. This is about hip-hop. They walking on hip-hop grounds. You got new millennials walking around. They don't know how deep it is. They don't understand. You got Gen Z walking around. They don't know how deep it is right now. So Monty G should have a statue right here. This is where Monty G need to have a statue. So forget Rocky, stop going to see Rocky, and come right here to South Philly and see a real South Philly native. He really is from South Philly. And he went to South Philly High. Monty G, My Part of Town. Yeah, right?
Rock on, acknowledge my song, bring my posse along to the party, cause danger zone from the heart is in effect. So I say, buddy, study, think and learn, dig the move we made, stunning those who just can't behave. Discipline, here's a hint, a clue from the crew and too tough. All up in you with the formula coming from me, cause no one told ya of a logo.